how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Uh,
That's the question.
I'm feeling better now that I'm at home. It's nice to be in my own house and not in the hospital. So,
That's what I was wondering. I was like, all right, is he home and comfortable or is he in the hospital and getting care? So you prefer to be at home?
yeah, for now, they did all the lab tests and stuff they could do, and I have to meet the oncologists um, on Friday to set up chemotherapy and radiation and all that stuff. So,
Yeah. Oh boy.
but I gotta,
Well,
if I'm gonna do something, I want to do it right. Got a tumor of unknown
oh, you got to
origin.
go big or go home. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely, you got to go for it. Absolutely.
They're like, you have metastatic cancer, but we don't know where it came from. So,
Well, you got to fight it. You're a child, for God's sake.
oh, I know. I'm going to be a child for like 30 more years. So,
That's right. Work for me. You have the right spirit.
I will fight the entire way.
So, what are the things that like put you in a good mood? Like, are there certain like guilty pleasure TV shows, or what kind of like is sort of helping you mood wise?
Well, it's been for the past few days since I've been in the hospital, like all I've done is sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and to me, that's been the best thing because I hadn't been able to sleep for a while because just randomly I had swollen, not to be like too detailed, but my stomach had swollen a lot, and they ended up having to take a total of 14 liters of fluid off my stomach in a week.
Oh
So,
my God, that must have been. Well, the swollen part must have been really painful, right?
uh, it was more like just pressure and couldn't breathe. So,
Did you, when they drained you, did you feel like instant relief?
the first time, yeah, and then the second time they did it, because did it two separate times. I got a total of 14, but I mean, I could tell after the first 30 minutes that it felt so much better. So,
Yeah. Did it feel like was it kind of feeling where like the worst version of you have to pee really bad, or did you not really feel it in that way?
didn't really feel it that way. It just kind of like I'm really freaking bloated.
Right. And you're like, I can't explain it. What's going on?
Yeah. So it's like I'm really bloated and I can't really eat anything because my stomach feels so tight.
Was
So
that your first symptom that you noticed?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. And so, did you go to the ER, or were you just doing like a routine doctor visit?
Well, my best friend Sarah, she and I used to work in the emergency department together, and
Oh,
I called
good.
her and was like telling her what was going on, and she was like, "Just shut up and come in. I'll save you a room." So I went
Good.
in, and she was the one that worked me up and got a CAT scan the first night that I was there, and she was the one that had to give me the bad news. So,
May I ask what stage you are?
they think it's metastatic, so it'd be a stage 4 at least. So,
And well, I mean, you know this probably as well as the doctor. So, what do you think your prognosis is?
to be honest, I don't know that because I suck at cancer. Um, that's an entire field unto itself. Um,
Yeah.
that it's going to depend on what they have to send the biopsy and everything for a lot of different testing to see what it's sensitive to in terms of chemo, and like
Right.
there's going to be a lot of different things like workup wise that I'm going to have done, like
I'll
cardio.
bet. And do you have a tumor or multiple tumors?
Well, they couldn't see one on the CAT scan. The way that,
What?
yeah, so the CAT scan ability they couldn't see one, but when they drain the fluid, it's all tumor cells.
Interesting.
And
What do you think of that if they couldn't see it?
well, it's not unheard of. So, I mean, there's all kinds of weird and wacky things that can happen in medicine. So,
Yeah.
it's just waiting on the sensitivity testing for what chemo drugs it's sensitive to is going to take about 2 weeks. But
When do you? Is that when you have your first treatment, or are you starting sooner?
I'm going to start sooner because they have a regimen like if you don't know what the source is that you can go ahead and start.
Yeah.
So
Why not? Why not?
exactly. So, but in the meantime, I'll be having colonoscopies and lots of scans and all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah. They're going to work you up. They're going to give you every test. They might throw in an SAT test. Who knows?
Oh gosh.
gosh.
Well, what can I say to cheer you up? Can I talk about Hollywood Boulevard is closed down tonight because of the premiere of A Star Is Born, and the gays are a flutter. They're all like at the gym all day because they think if they stand like behind the red rope that Gaga will see them.
Oh my
And
God.
say, you're the one. Come on tour with me. And also they all want to fuck Brad Cooper.
Well, who doesn't?
All the West Hollywood gym boys are all in one place right now. They're either sweaty at the gym or they're on their way to the premiere to catch a glimpse of their queen or their king. You get to decide with this movie.
I think me and my mom would probably fight to the death over Bradley Cooper.
You what?
I think my mom and I would both fight to the death over. My husband and I would probably fight to the death over him. So.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Let's face it. This movie is going to be a gay cage fight. You know what I mean? It's a win-win-win. It's a win for the gays. It's a win for ladies. It's a win for music fans. So I think it's going to be big. The other news going on is that I'm going to give you all the, I like to get the gossip, is that Kris Jenner has mysteriously purchased a multi-million-dollar mansion in Palm Springs. And so I'm going to reach out to her and say, just tell me now, are you guys making your own country? Because I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if, they went over to Calabasas and Hidden Hills when nobody wanted to live there, and they made it, as my friend Bruce Blanche calls it, Kardashian. And I thought,
gosh.
it's not unlike the annexing of Crimea. And I thought, they might be so loaded, they might just start buying up towns, one mansion at a time. So I'll get to the bottom of that for you.
Well, and I don't know how true this is. I just saw it online about how they were trying to get unpaid interns. I don't know if that's actually real.
It doesn't surprise me for a bit. And if anyone can figure that out, it would be Kris Jenner. Like, she would know how to, who knows what. It would probably be bordering on illegal. And as Kris Jenner famously told me the day of my infamous Trump photo, just apologize. If you do something wrong, you get caught, just apologize. So I can see them just having, basically, bringing back slavery, having a slew of free interns until they get caught, and then apologizing.
Yeah, it's supposedly advertised on Craigslist or something like that.
Oh, this is true, because when Tiffany was my assistant, she found an ad on Craigslist, and she was like, Kathy, I think this is Kris Jenner.
Oh,
and it was
God.
funny because it was so obvious. It was like, reality show, matriarch looking for assistant who may or may not be on camera, probably wouldn't, in a family situation where you would be my assistant, but occasionally may have to help one of my children. I was like, okay, why don't you just go on TMZ and go, it's me, Kris Jenner, who wants to work for free. They are not above a Craigslist ad. I've seen it with my own eyes, damn it.
Oh, gosh. That's funny. And that's been years since you and Tiffany had worked together. So they've been doing that for a long time.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing it. They've been going there as long as they can. As she said, until they get caught. Until they get caught, then they apologize. Now, how are your friends and family dealing with this? Do you have good people around you?
I have amazing people around me. So
Is one of them named Amber Earl?
Yes, Amber and I have known each other for over 20 years. We went to college together, and I was actually in her and her husband's wedding. I know both of she and her husband, so actually went to help them move a few weeks ago.
You went to what?
Helped them move into a new house a few weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
So,
Cool. Well, it was very nice of her to reach out.
I'm sorry.
I love that you have friends from when you were big and then when you're thin.
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely.
The whole journey.
You went to her show.
Oh, so are you eating? Are you able to eat? That's what I want to ask you.
I am. It's like when the fluid builds up, not as much as I normally do. But
Is it painful to eat, or do you just not have an appetite?
well, that's a weird thing because where I had the weight loss surgery, like I never have an appetite, so I just have to remember, like I actually scheduled to eat. So it's just I can't eat as much as I did before without feeling super full.
Yeah.
So, but I did want to tell you, Amber Earl came to the show with us in Charlotte with my husband
Oh,
and I.
good.
So she got a night away from her husband and the kids, and we got to have a good time at the show.
Oh, that is this last go around?
Mhm.
When was Charlotte?
It was August.
Like 2 months ago?
Yeah, it was like the 1st of August.
Oh my God, fantastic!
Yeah, we were just there.
Wait, I can't remember. Did Charlotte have a protest out front?
It was a very sad and meager protest, but yes.
Yeah, I know they always are. When the tour is over, I'm going to put them online. But in the meantime, I don't want to encourage people. But yes, were people? I'm just curious. Like, were people saying anything to them, or just ignoring them, or what?
I think most people that were, especially that were there for the show, were just kind of like looking at them, pointing, and not like, like heckling them or anything, just laughing and then
Yeah.
turning their back and walking away like, yeah, we're done.
Oh yeah, I love when they post it. In fact, you know what? Wait, I think that's the one where they got the 2-hour permit, but they left early because it was hot.
Oh shit.
They're like, we want to kill her, but it's a little humid tonight. Maybe we'll put this one off for later.
We'll wait
I'm
until
glad
it's
you got to
cooler.
see at least a pitiful protest. I do love a pitiful protest.
Have you seen a bunch of pitiful ones on your tour this time?
Every single one has been pitiful. And the funny thing is, they get me all ramped up to think like, oh my gosh, there's going to be hundreds of people and this and that. And so far, I think the biggest one I had was 7 teeth optional people.
Wow.
Yeah. So they really made their mark, baby. They put me in my place, and you too, damn it. But I guess they go home that night and who knows? They probably go on Facebook and be like, I was one of thousands of people, and who knows? It makes their day, I guess.
I guess whatever gets them going through the day.
Right. So what are your like favorite things to eat? Do you get cravings?
Not really. It sounds homey, but my favorite thing that we make here at the house is turkey. It's an Italian style turkey meatloaf.
Yeah.
And that's probably my favorite thing that my husband makes. And then I always like shrimp. So
Good.
shrimp is
And
always
when
good.
he's making something, do the smells kind of help with your appetite? Give you a little appetite, like when you smell it cooking?
Yeah, they do.
Good. Because I've heard that a lot for people that, like, they're not hungry and then they smell it and they're like, oh, okay, now I'm remembering. So I'm going to like it.
Yeah. But he's been really good to me so far. And he'll keep being good to me. He's been really good to me so far, and he'll keep being very good.
He better, or else he's going to get an angry phone call from Aunt Kathy. You know how that goes.
Yes. I'm going to call you Aunt Kathy from now on.
I insist.
Thank you.
All right, babe, I'm going to let you get some rest. I'm going to check on you again, if you don't mind.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I have your number. Nothing can stop me. And feel better. You sound good, and you're doing everything right. And I'm glad you have worked in the ER, and that's good. So you're knowledgeable about stuff. And I have a good feeling about you. I think it's good that you're attacking it full bore as soon as possible. Chemo, radiation, all that stuff.
Yeah.
This is beatable. Lymphoma is beatable.
So, well, they don't think it's a lymphoma now. They thought it was before.
What do they think it is now?
Just an undifferentiated adenocarcinoma. So,
Oh.
which makes treatment a little bit different. It could be from anywhere in the GI tract. So, but that's
so
what
is part of their process to find it exactly?
Yeah, that's what's going to be all the
Or are they going to
colonoscopy.
blanket the whole area?
I think they're going in the beginning. We're going to kind of blanket it with the chemo and radiation, but
Yeah.
in the meantime, do the workup with colonoscopy and EGD, like the scopes from up and down, and do a lot of other scans and stuff, just so we can try to find something out more specific.
Do you let them put you under for the colonoscopy?
Oh gosh, yeah, they give you a little bit of fentanyl and Versed.
Oh, thank God. My dad was so twisted. He used to like to be awake and watch it on the screen.
No.
I know. He's like, I find it fascinating. I'm like, I find it propofol.
Yes. I like it. Not that I take drugs, but when it comes to medical procedures, give them all. Give them all.
Absolutely. I am with you. I'm the same way. Like, when it comes to something like that, it's a lights off situation.
Heck yeah.
And then you wake up and go, oh, I remember that.
That's what happened the other day when I
By
had
the way, Britney Spears does every day. Yay! I left him on a laugh. All right, good. That was my goal. All right, my love. I'm gonna check in again. Feel better. You're in it, but you're fighting it, and I'm just really proud of you.
Thank you, Aunt Kathy, for calling. You have no idea how much this means to me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, stop. I'm just a tired hooker. All right. I love you, and I will call you again.
I love you too. Thank you.
All right, Del. Bye.
Bye.
Smile.
Did that just happen?
Uh-huh.
Did I seize out?
No. Alright. Wave by the camera.